My name's Paul, I'm from London. I'm just back for the fourth treatment. I'm going to just have it like touched up at the back, and through to the front. I've had 3 treatments before, spread out. First one and second one a week apart, and then 2 weeks to the third one. And it's been another 2 weeks to today, just to finish off, really. Yeah, I was receding at the front here, my ball part of the front, going up the sides and balding at the back and starting to creep forward. So basically a male pattern baldness. Yeah, in the past I've used minoxidil just on the back part just to try and get something growing, and it didn't really work, to be honest. Looked into surgery. Wasn't something I wanted to do. Stumbled across his hair on TV on the Frank Skinner show, and went on from there, really. Yeah, I mean, for me, losing my hair, really, being someone who competes in bodybuilding shows, and constantly seeing each year that you're competing, that you're improving with your body, but your hair's getting less and less each time, and seeing the shots from the back. Really wasn't happy seeing my hair go completely, really, at the back. So found this treatment, and it's the only thing that I would have done because it's permanent. Any hair transplant, really, it's only a temporary thing. So with this, it's permanent, and it's worked out really well. Yeah, I had some reservations with the pain issue of a needle going in your head, basically. But having had tattoos in the past, I was assured by a guide that when I come for my first treatment, that it actually had treatment here. That it wasn't anything to worry about. And once we got going, I realised that it was probably 20% at the very most of what a tattoo would give you in pain. So. No, that was fine. And then the reservations of were they going to be able to do it? Was it going to work? Was it going to fill it in properly? And it has. I mean, it's been fantastic. I mean, a friend of mine is a hairdresser. He couldn't get over it. He was fascinated by it. He literally sat me down, grabbed the top of my head. He wanted to see it, and he couldn't believe it. People at work as well, in hair salons as well, taking photos of it to show other clients because they're so impressed with it. Yeah. Basically, when I come for the first treatment, when I initially had it done, it was very fresh, very much more darker. And then it sort of softened down, which I was a bit not concerned, but I just a little bit disappointed. Then come back, had the second treatment, and we went darker again. Not darker in colour, but just because there was more density, and I was happier. Then it softened down slightly. Then when we come back from the third treatment, once that had softened down, really it was matching. So I'd rather, to be honest, go that way than go too dark, which they'd never let you do here anyway because they know what they're doing. But go too dark and then you're in no man's land. Yeah. After the treatment, it was good because I train I've been training in the same gym for the last 19 years, and a lot of friends there I've known for at least 10. And I walked in, and they were sort of, you've had your hair cut shorter. Well, that really suits you. It makes you look younger, and I couldn't quite put the finger on what it actually was that was different, really. And then after the second treatment again, you should definitely keep it like that because your hair looks a lot better when you've cut it short. Not realising, really, they know something's different, but they couldn't quite work it out, After the third treatment, a guy came up to me and he was convinced I'd had a hair transplant. He was just hang on, you had a bald bit at the back. There's nothing there now. You've got hair coming. You know, he actually said to me, funny enough, "Oh, you've had a grey hair now." And I said, no, I like keeping my hair short. It's, you know, it suits me better just to keep it short. But yeah, and he had this puzzled look for the whole time I was in the gym, actually, because he kept looking, he couldn't get over it. He come back over, he said, "You've definitely had something done. I mean, you've had something. There was definitely a bald spot there, and it's not now," you know, which was great. I mean, for them not to be able to tell what I've had done really just proves that the treatment is good. Yeah, with the aftercare for me, because I've got quite oily skin, what I've been told is to only moisturise when the skin is dry, when I notice that it is dry. And obviously if I go on holiday, you know, sun protection factor 50. But for me, I'm because of the fact that I've got, you know, oily skin, I think it'd be more wearing a hat at work because I work outside. And then when I go on holiday, obviously sunscreen and just keeping an eye on it really. But I know for other guys it's different. It's moisturiser every day, sun protection, you know, through the summer. So you know, it depends on the skin type basically. Yeah, you know, I must say I don't actually think it did affect me confidence-wise, but then once I'd had the treatment done, I just feel happier about my hair, and it did, if I'm honest, it did used to get me down, especially losing my hair at the back, you know, and it's just given me a lot more confidence. When I look in the mirror, I just think, yeah, you know, the front hairline's back, it's tidy, you know, everything's filled in now, there's no baldness at all, and it's, you know, it's made me a lot happier about my overall appearance, really. Yeah, I mean, if anybody's thinking of having it, I would have said, you know, definitely act on it, because for me, stumbling across it on the telly, looking on the internet, couldn't find anything bad about his hair clinic at all. Coming along to the consultation, all the questions I had were answered, and it's great. I wished I'd had it done a few years ago, really. You know, been losing my hair now 12 years, maybe 14 years really, since I was 30. And yeah, really the last sort of, I don't know, 7-8 years it has bothered me when I've looked in the mirror. So yeah, no, it's a definite answer, and I'd say to anyone, you know, it's a permanent answer. So, you know, go along and find out really, and get it done.